Hi there, Brittany Canaski here of Hello Velocity. At Hello Velocity, we help leaders and teams build the skills and confidence they need to be their best selves. We do this through executive and leadership coaching, team trainings, and team events. The three key areas we like to focus on with clients are leadership skills to improve team performance and efficiencies, strategic planning to help you take those long term goals into reality, and productivity, prioritizing both our time and energy for greater results. Before I started Hello Velocity, I was working in corporate America. I was in marketing, which is what I went to school for, and I was working remotely. I was getting paid well. I was checking all these boxes and climbing the corporate ladder and doing all the things that I thought I should be doing. But I hit a wall, and I like to call it my quarter life crisis. I was in my late 20s at the time, and I realized I didn't want my boss's job. I didn't want my boss's job. And I didn't know what my future looked like for the first time in my whole life. It really did feel like that wake up call that something was missing and I couldn't quite put my finger on it. So at the time in 2019, I worked with my first life coach. And honestly, I learned so much about myself. I uncovered my strengths, my needs, and my wants, and all these things that I had put on the back burner in service of what I thought was a perfect life in corporate America. It helped me to really hone in on what it was that I wanted next and to be able to have the confidence to ask for what I wanted, both personally and professionally. And within the few months of working with her, I was taking on new hobbies, got a new day job that was more in alignment with my skill sets and the life that I wanted to live. And I was saving money for my other hobby of traveling. And I was just so lit up and deepening relationships in all areas of my life. And it was so, so powerful. And I kept thinking, why don't we learn these skills in middle school and high school? Just learning more about ourselves and how we work and how we think. And by the end of the time working with that coach, I realized that if I could help one person the way that she had helped me, that would be more fulfilling than anything I could do in the next 30 years in corporate America. So I had that light bulb moment. And very quickly after that, I signed up for a year-long leadership and coaching training program through Accomplishment Coaching. I just wanted to learn as much as I could. I wanted to learn about coaching. I wanted to start coaching other people and try it for myself and continue my own growth journey by learning more about myself and learning more about coaching and practicing these tools myself. Fast forward to close to the end of the program was early 2020, and I had been coaching through the program. I'd started working with some clients on my own, and I realized that it was time I actually make it an official business. So I created the Hello Velocity LLC in February 2020. And I vividly remember I had my first in person workshop, March 10th, 2020. Most of you will probably recognize that date as being very early in the COVID-19 pandemic. It was actually the week before most things shut down here in North Carolina in the US. And it was another wake up call that, okay, things are going to change again. But thankfully, I was able to use a lot of my coaching skills to help navigate that transition, to help me reprioritize my life, my work, my business. And then fast forward again to about October 2020, I decided to go full time in my business and leave my stable, secure day job. And it felt like I was doing both my business and day job disservice by doing both at the same time. I honestly felt my heart was pulling me in the direction of my business and helping more people, especially when the world was going through something so drastic, like a pandemic. It really felt like more people needed this support. I'm so lit up by helping people in leadership positions and teams so that they can work more efficiently together. And I love to specialize my coaching skills working with women in leadership positions to help them find their voice, to be more confident, to stand up for what they need to in their position, and to have their voices heard, and to help them prioritize better so that they can get more done in less time and have more time at home with their loved ones. It's so satisfying and fulfilling doing this work, and I'm so lit up every day.